141. I dreamed of going to London to meet a friend. I arrived at the airport in the evening. My younger brother runs a restaurant there. I originally planned to stay with him for a few days. But suddenly I heard the news that the city was going to be locked down due to the epidemic, so I had to stay in a nearby hotel. It was drizzling outside and it was cold and damp. 142. I dreamed of passing by a dwarf village on a mountain. There were many dwarfs who were busy with their own things. When they saw me coming, they were very curious and chatted behind me, and I didn't know what they were saying. After passing through the village, I saw a clear stream at the foot of the mountain and a sea of clouds in the distance, which was very beautiful. 143. I dreamed that someone used the company's address without permission to print his own business cards. The boss accidentally found out and was very angry, so he went to question him. 144. I dreamed that a courier delivered the goods but found no one at home. He called to ask how to deal with it. I told him to ring the doorbell of the neighbor next door to see if they were in and ask them to sign for it. 145. I dreamed of buying a lot of antipyretics. I felt more at ease than storing anything else. 146. I dreamed of driving a painter couple to a gallery to paint. They were going to paint an oil painting of a great person. When they were halfway through, she felt very uncomfortable, as if she had contracted COVID-19, so she had to stop in the middle. 147. I dreamed of going to my elder sister's house in Victoria, Australia. My sister introduced that there was a very valuable house, which cost only more than 300,000 Australian dollars and had front and back gardens. It was just a bit old. I decided to go and have a look first. 148. I dreamed of being at a seaside and seeing a person with a very strange face, who looked like an alien. I quickly hid and took out my mobile phone to take a photo. 149. I dreamed of going with an old friend to have a blonde crystal bracelet strung with a new string and said we would come back to pick it up. When we came back to get it, I found that several of the crystals had been replaced. I questioned the salesperson, but the salesperson didn't admit it. At this time, the boss came out from the inner room and explained the situation, but the boss also took the side of the salesperson and said it was impossible. My friend was so angry that he wanted to beat the boss, but I stopped him. In the end, we had to call the police. I also dreamed that there was an electric leakage and a fire when charging, which burned the cardboard box next to it. There were important documents in the box. 150. I dreamed that in a very small kitchen, a butterfly landed on the food, as if it was looking for something to eat. 151. I dreamed that a lot of big fish ran out of the toilet and blocked the sewer. I and someone else worked together to get the fish out and throw them into a nearby fish pond, but then I thought it didn't seem right. 152. Dream 1. I went to a cabaret to watch a performance. When I went out to the restroom in the middle, it was very dark outside and I couldn't see anything. I walked forward along the road and at a turning, I bumped a tree. I woke up and then went back to sleep again. Dream 2. When going downstairs and going out, I suddenly saw a fat middle-aged woman lying on the ground. I quickly called the emergency number and tried to give her artificial respiration and chest compressions. At this time, several people around came over. Soon the ambulance arrived and took her to the hospital. Dream 3. When walking on the street, I met Boss Zhang of GQ Company by chance. Seeing that he looked worried, I asked him about his recent situation. He said that the business was not going well and he planned to sell the inventory at a low price, pay off the debts and then close the business and return to his hometown. Dream 4. I dreamed of Stephen's family holding a birthday party for their son in a club. The 3 children were very cute. There was also a group of children singing, "Happy Birthday," together.